Shalom, shalom, shalom. Mactown, this is Onebody of Atlanta. We came down here to wake up the 12 tribes of Israel, man. Meaning you blacks, Hispanics, and natives. We out here today to show love to the community. Because in the community, there's no love for our people around here, man. We're constantly being oppressed by other nations and our own people.
That's right.
Every time we come down here, it's a funeral. It's something that went on. Gang violence. It's rampant down here, man.
That's right.
Where the love at? Who got love for their brothers and sisters for real out here, man?
That's right.
That's what we out here to do. We out here to bring a word of hope, plant seeds of hope and love down here, man.
That's right.
And hopefully it can manifest into something bigger, man. And y'all can come check us out and learn what we bringing today, man. Read for me, y'all.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 4, verse 9.
Read it out.
Two are better than one. Two are better than one.
Read it again.
Two are better than one.
See, two is better than one, man. You can't be out here by yourself, and when you out here by yourself, you get caught slipping, man. You don't have help out here. We out here together with our people. Read.
Because they have a good reward for their labor.
Read.
For if they fall,
If what?
For if they fall,
Read.
the one will lift up his fellow.
And see, if you out here slipping, man, you need help. You got brothers to lean on. That's right. Out here 2-on-1, fam. You got brothers to lean on out here, man. That's what we out here to do to show some love, man. Read on, fam.
But woe to him that is alone.
So meaning destruction to you that's out here alone, trying to be that individual light, trying to handle the burdens of the earth on your own, not get help from your brothers. You want to sit at home on YouTube, want to sit at home on the PlayStation. Read it again, fam.
But woe to
So destruction unto you. Read.
But woe to him that is alone when he falleth, for he hath not another to help him up.
And you ain't got nobody out here to help you, man. You out here by yourself. But you got brothers out here right now that got your back, man, 10 toes down, man. Read for me, fam.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 2, verse 1. Gather yourselves together.
Do what?
Gather yourselves together.
Do what?
Gather yourselves together.
Hey, sister, guess what? We're supposed to be gathering together today. Did you know that? Do you know God, sister? Do you love God, sister? Hey, check this out. You ever been in a relationship where a guy tell you he love you, right? But he do something to you and show you that he really don't love you? How did that feel, sister? It hurt it, right? So imagine your God going through that same hurt that you felt every single day. That's right. We say we love God. It's certain things we're supposed to be doing if we love God. Let me get 1 John 2 and 3. Watch this, sister. Let me get John 15, 13. You know what I want. So that's what we out here to bring. We out here to plant a seed of love down here, sister. This is a lot of gang activity out here, ain't it?
That's right.
So ain't no love down here for real, sister. You see what I'm saying? We out here to bring out the laws of God, and the laws of God what's going to change all of that. Read for me,
This is the book.
Watch this.
This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2 and verse 3. And hereby we do know that we know him.
See, this how we know that we know God, sister, because it's a natural thing for us to say that we know God and we love God. But watch this. Read.
If we keep his commandments.
And we do what?
If we keep his commandments.
But guess what, sister? Do you know any commandments? All right, guess what? The commandments that you know, we got to start keeping them because that's how we show God we love him. But there's a lot of commandments that you don't know, you know what I mean? But you can learn today. You got to fly y'all already, sister. Okay, read this.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me,
If you what?
if ye love me,
So guess what, sister? If that man loved you, that hurt you, what he would have did? He would have treated you what with respect, right? He wouldn't have did things that would hurt you. He wouldn't say he loved you, then do something to hate you at the same time, right? Read it again, huh?
if ye love me,
So this is your God saying the same thing to you, sister. Sister, if you love me,
keep my commandments. Keep my
see,
commandments.
that's all you gonna hear in the scripture, sister, and keep my commandment. That's how we show God we love him. There ain't no other way. Read, fam.
He that saith I know him,
So a lot of people out here saying they love God, they know God, but watch this. Read.
and keepeth not his commandments.
So if we ain't keeping no commandments, so we out here being in the world, you know what I'm saying, getting drunk, getting towed up from the floor up, you know what I'm saying, jumping from man to man, house to house, that's not showing God love. Read.
It's a liar.
It's a what?
It's a liar.
It's a what?
It's a liar.
That clean cut, sister, that's straight from your God. Your God saying, guess what? His people is a liar. You know what I'm saying? But check this out, sister. Do you know who you are according to the Bible? Did you know that you are considered one of the most precious jewels on the planet, sister? You are great unto your God. Let me get John 16. Let me get Deuteronomy 7 and 6. Watch this, sister. What's your name, sister? closer. I know you got food, you got to go. You come a little closer, sister. 3 minutes for your God. Give this sister a hand, man. For real though, sister. Good. Appreciate that. Yeah. Let me get this right here. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 7 and verse 6.
This is something you've been going to church, sister, for how long?
Since COVID started, I ain't been going, but my mother-in-law, she always get up every morning.
That's a good thing, sister. You don't need to go back into them churches, because ain't never lies in them churches, sister. I'm gonna read you one scripture that you ain't never heard or your grandma heard in them churches ever, and ain't never gonna hear, sister. And that's you are the chosen children of God. You are an Israelite according to the Bible, and you probably come from the tribe of Judah, sister. That's right.
For thou art an holy people.
See, the word holy just means separate, so that's all it means. We are a separate people. Ain't we separate? Look at LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? Look at Usain Bolt. Look at Michael Jackson. Look at Deion Sanders. Look at all the greatest singers today. Look at the greatest dancers. They look just like you, sister.
That's right.
They look just like you. But why? Because we special. We separate. Read it again.
For thou art an holy people.
We are a separate people, sister. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Unto who?
Unto the Lord thy God.
See, we don't care how nobody else feel about us. Because guess what? We special unto God. You feel me, sister? Read.
The Lord thy God had chosen thee.
And guess what? The Lord chose you, sister. You didn't choose no other nation of people. These are the children of Israel right here. Read this from the back.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 15, verse 16. Ye have not chosen me.
See, we ain't chose God. Sister, God chose us. Read.
But I have chosen you.
But guess what? God chose us. He chose us to be a special people outside of all other people, sister. Read.
And ordain you.
And then what?
And ordain you.
Read.
That ye should go and bring forth fruit.
And we're supposed to bring forth fruit, sister, meaning that we out here having children, and the works that we do is supposed to be good works. We're supposed to be doing the Most High commandment. Read from the back.
The Lord thy God has chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
A what?
The Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people.
We are a special people, sister. Read.
Unto himself.
Unto who?
Unto himself.
Read.
Above all people.
Hey, guess what, sister? Before you go in that store, this is what God got to say about you and your daughter, sister. Read it loud for the sister.
For thou art an holy people.
We are a holy people. Read.
Unto the Lord thy God.
Read.
The Lord thy God had chosen thee.
The Lord chose you and your daughter, sister. Read.
To be a special people.
To be a special people. We ain't ordinary people out here, sister. Read.
Unto himself.
Unto himself. Read.
Above all people.
Above all people, sister. Read.
That are upon the face of
And
the
they
earth.
are upon the face of the earth. So I'm saying we are a special people. Read, man.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 16, verse 44. Behold, everyone that useth proverbs shall use this proverb against thee, saying, as is the mother, so is her daughter.
So guess what? The sister pulled her daughter away. Her daughter was trying to come get the word, but the sister was like, no. Jump back to John 15, 14 for her.
15, 16. Ye, this is the book of St. John, chapter 15, verse 16.
Read for me, y'all.
Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you, that ye should go forth, that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that your fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name.
So guess what? Once we start bringing forth that good fruit and we start praying, the Most High don't give us what we ask for. As long as what we asking for is righteous. We can't be praying for the Most High to give us the new 550 beans. But if we asking the Most High to give us wisdom and understanding, He will give us that. Read.
He may give it to you. These things I command you.
Now I do what?
These things I command you.
Read.
That ye love one another.
We do what, fam?
That ye love one another.
That we do what, fam?
That ye love one another.
We supposed to be out here loving one another. That's what it's about today, man. It's about love today, brother. That's right. It's about love today. We out here bringing love today. Read up.
If the world hate you,
But guess what, sister? Did you know the world hates you, sister? The world got everything going against you, sister. The world got Nicki Minaj being the role model for the so-called black woman. You got Cardi B being the so-called role model for the black woman. Hey, man, the world is against us, man. The music that we listen to, it's destroying the youth. It's destroying the older people too, man. I see older people out here busting slap where they at to the back end, bro. Read, man.
if the world hated, if ye were of the world,
So if we was of this world and we were down with everything that's going on,
the world will love his own.
See, the world would love us, man. We'd be on top right now, man. We'd be the top of the town right now, man. But guess what? Everybody hates the so-called Israelite, man. Because the Israelite bringing that truth out here, and we're waking up our people, man. Read, man.
But because ye are not of the world,
we ain't of this world, man. We ain't part of what's going on. We ain't part of the holidays and the wicked holidays and all the crap that's going on in this world today, man. With all the gang violence, man. All the whoring out our sisters, man. We ain't about that. So guess what? The world hate us right now, man. Read.
But I have chosen you.
So the Most High chose us. Read.
Out of the world.
See, we ain't know that He chose us out of the world, that holy, that separate people. Read.
Therefore, the world hateth you.
And therefore, we hated by all nations, man.
That's right.
That's a clean cut.
Remember the word that I said unto you. The servant is not greater than his Lord.
So guess what? We out here servants of the Most High. Hey, Kinfolk. Read on.
If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you.
So guess what? All these crimes that was against our people, man. If they persecute us, they persecute the Most High, the Son. They persecute our Lord and Savior. So they gonna persecute us.
That's right.
That's the Lord, man. That's what we have to go through, man. Knowing what we know and having this truth, man. Bring it out. But we out here today to wake up the 12 tribes, man. Let me get these features what I had to wait.
Up.
All right, and let me get Deuteronomy 28. Matter of fact, drop me Proverbs 26.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 2. With all lowliness,
so with all humbleness, man, with all humbleness, read,
and meekness,
hey, and understanding, read,
with long suffering.
Hey, man, you gotta be patient with your brothers out here, man. You can't be so quick to get upset, man. Read,
forbearing one another in love.
Hey, man, you gotta forbear your brother in love. Read,
endeavoring to keep the unity of the Spirit.
See, we out here to keep the unity, man. You have to long suffer with your brother. We know people is not gonna want to hear this, man. We know people is not gonna want to get this word. But guess what? We have to be long suffering. We have to be humble. We have to be patient for our people, man. Because the scriptures say that the whole head is sick, man. So we have to be patient with our people. Read on, fam.
In the bond of peace.
Right.
There is one body, and one spirit.
So it ain't but one body out here, man. It's one body and it's one spirit, one true spirit out here, man. And that spirit of the Most High God, man, is one word. Read.
Even as ye are called in one hope of your calling. One Lord, one faith, one faith, one faith.
It's one Lord and it's one faith, man. So all these different religions that they give us,
bring it out.
All of these false religions that they give us, it's only one Lord and one faith. So where did all this come from, man?
That's right.
All this came from your enemy, just to keep you distracted and away from your God for real.
That's right.
Read on, fam.
One baptism.
It's only one baptism. It's only one truth, man. Read.
One God and Father of all.
That's right. And that's what we out here to bring. Go to 22. Let me get 22. Go to 22. Read.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 22. That ye put off concerning the former conversation.
So what we got to do, we got to change up the whole game, man. That's right. It's time to flip the script on everything that we've been taught. Because all we've been taught here is lies.
That's right.
All we've been taught in making is lies, man. Everything that they taught us is a lie. Read that again, fam.
That ye put off concerning the former conversation. The old man. The old man. The old man.
That old mindset, that old man you used to be running the street with the homeboys, house to house. You got to put that off and do what?
Which is corrupt. Which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind. And be renewed in the spirit of your mind.
You got to be renewed in the spirit of our mind, man. Our mind has to change. The way we think has to change. The way we look at each other has to change. I got to look at you as my brother. I got to look at her as my sister. And we got to love one another according to the Most High God. That's the only thing gonna change it. Read, man.
Verse 24. And that ye put on the new man. The new man. The new man.
It's time to put on that new man. It's time to let that old Negro die, man. And put on that new man. Put on your shining armor. Let your light shine, huh? Get out here and let your light shine for real, huh? Real.
Which after God is created in righteousness.
What?
In righteousness.
In what?
In righteousness.
New man is going to be a righteous man. That's right, sister. Who wouldn't want a righteous man, sister? Who wouldn't want a God-fearing man? Who wouldn't want a man that gathered with his brothers and sisters, man, in righteousness and in love? Who don't want that? Who don't want that?
Bring it out.
Man.
In true holiness.
And what?
In true holiness.
And in true holiness, man. But guess what? Israel got a problem, man. Israel is sick. You got that for me up? Read.
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 1 and verse 7.
Bring it out.
The fear of the Lord.
But guess what? We don't fear our God, man. That's number one right there. That's number one. You gotta have fear for your God, man.
That's right.
If you ain't got fear for your God, you gonna be out here on anything.
That's right.
You just out here on anything and everything, man. You claiming Baptist, you claiming Buddha, you claiming E5, you claiming everything under the moon, man, but being an Israelite, man. You want everything out here. Read it again, huh?
The fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge.
That's the beginning. That's where it started at. Read.
But fools.
But what?
But fools.
But what?
But fools.
Read.
Despise wisdom and instruction.
See, a fool gonna get up here and despise what we bringing out, huh? A fool gonna get up here and go against everything that's coming out these scriptures, huh? But I tell you what, jump down to 20.
Verse 20. Wisdom crieth without. She uttereth her voice in the streets.
In the what?
In the streets.
And we out here in the streets every Shabbat, man, crying out to our people. That's what out here to make a difference. That's what we out here to do, man. But who don't want that? Who don't want? Let me get 28:15. Okay.
This is the book of Job, chapter 28, verse 28. And it too, man, he said, behold, the fear of the Lord, that is wisdom. And to depart from evil is understanding.
And that's how we get understanding, man. You first have to fear your God, man.
That's right.
Fearing your God meaning what? Learning these commandments, keeping these commandments.
That's right.
The more commandments you learn, the more you keep.
That's right.
And that's the beginning, man. Read on for me, fam.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
But guess what? The Most High God already knew what we were going to do, man. It shall come to pass, meaning it's going to happen. Guess what? It already happened.
Right,
it ain't even a shall no more. It's happening right now this day. Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Just look at history. We didn't listen to our God, man. Just look at all the atrocities that we went through. And we still going through in 2021. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments, to do all his commandments,
That's the one we like.
to do all his
And
commandments.
guess what? One of those commandments is gathering with your people, man. So to everybody out there on the other side of that camera, man, that's sitting at home in the comfort of your own home, man, start coming out gathering with your people, man. Start coming out gathering with your brothers and sisters. It's a commandment that we gather together. If you're able, come out and gather. Get with a group of Israelites, man, and start waking your people up. That's right. So the kingdom of heaven is at hand. Read on, fam.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day.
What day?
This day.
Read.
That all these curses.
All these what?
That all these curses.
Man, all these negative things are curses and bad things. So all these curses gonna happen to us. Read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And when something overtake you, that means you ain't got no might in your hand.
That's right.
Absolutely no might in your hand, man. Let me get 32. 32, and let me get what I got you holding for me. All right.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 20. 32.
Let me get Isaiah 1 and 3. My bad. Let me get Isaiah 1 and 3. My bad. Read it from out.
This is the book of the prophet Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox know of his owner.
What?
The ox know of his owner.
But guess what? The Most High God is about to compare us to two dumb animals, man. And the first one is an ox. Read on.
And the ass.
And the second one is a donkey. Read on.
His master's crib.
And they know they master crib. They know where they from. They know who feed them. They know who take care of them. Read.
But Israel,
Either you blacks, Hispanics, and natives, but Israel, read, man.
do not know.
I mean, y'all don't even know, man. But not only do you not know, the Most High gonna take it a step further. Read.
My people do not consider.
Guess what? We don't even consider. That means you don't know and you don't care. That's right. You don't know and you don't care. But guess what? We out here to bring it out today, man.
That's right.
Blacks, Hispanics, and Native, man. Y'all are the so-called 12 tribes of Israel,
That's
man.
right.
And we are a special people unto the Most High God. We are special people to our Lord, man.
Bring it up. This is the book of the prophet Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. Bring it out. Down. Even thyself shall discontinue. Shall discontinue. Shall discontinue.
The Most High God said we were going to discontinue. Hey, kinfolk, what do it mean to be discontinued from something? What do that mean, kinfolk? To be discontinued. Come a little closer, kinfolk. You know what you're seeing up here? You ever seen brothers down here doing this before?
See, Chuck.
Yeah, discontinue mean that you was gonna stop doing something, like it wasn't gonna be available to you no more. So God is saying that the so-called blacks, Hispanic, and Native, that we're gonna discontinue from their heritage. So I'm saying from everything that belonged to us, we were gonna be cut off from it.
That's right.
Hey, I can drink it stuff, but I can't.
Hey, but it's okay to drink. You just got. Let me get Titus 2 and 3, right? Yeah. Yeah. Let me get Titus 2 and 3. Yeah, it's okay to drink, but you're supposed to be sober-minded. You know what I'm saying? You can drink to be married, but you can't be drunk. That's right. All right, listen to this. Watch this out.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 31, verse 27. Wine is as good as life to a man.
See, wine is good. See, ain't nothing wrong with drinking wine, kinfolk. Read.
If it be drunk moderately.
If it be what?
If it be drunk moderately.
Now it depends on how you were drinking, kinfolk. Hey, you had the bottle this way, you had it right there. You know what I'm saying? You had bottoms up, kinfolk. Yeah, so you can't be doing that, kinfolk. But it's okay to drink in moderacy. It's okay to drink.
But I stopped.
Okay, then, hey man, I give you a hand for that, bro. Okay. That you were able to overcome that.
Hey, I had to get everything.
All right, what's your name, bro?
My name Joe.
All right, I'm Baruch. You got 2 seconds to come check this sign out? Just 2 seconds for your God.
Hey, let me check on the
Okay, listen to this while you walk in there. Read.
What life is then to a man that is without wine? For it was made to make men glad.
See, the wine was made to make us merry, man, make us have a good time. You know what I'm saying? That's all it was made to do, but guess what? We took that, like we do everything else, and turned it into something bad, man, turned it into something evil. We overdo it. You see what I'm saying? Read that from y'all.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 2. That the aged man be sober.
There you go. Read it from the top again.
This is the book of Titus, chapter 2 and verse 2. That the aged man be sober.
Alright, how y'all doing, man? You doing alright? What's your name, kinfolk? Jeremiah. Okay, my name is Baruch. Everything alright with you? Everything 100? What about you, kinfolk? Joshua. Okay, y'all got beautiful now. Everything 100 with you? Bring it up. Alright, where you see yourself at on this sign right here? What would your dad be? What would they call your dad? Well, if you were filling out an application, would you consider yourself to be an American black, or you an Indian, or you a Jamaican? What are y'all considered? American black. Okay, so this is what the world call y'all, American blacks or African American or Negro, right? But guess what? You won't find those names in the Bible. What you will find in the Bible is that name right there, Judah.
That's right.
And Christ come from that same tribe. Do y'all believe in the Bible? Do y'all believe in God? Let me show y'all why we say that. Read it from the family.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 15, verse 38. Bring it up. Speaking to the children of Israel.
So, God is commanding his I'm gonna show you why where you get your heritage from, where you get your bloodline from. You know what I mean? Y'all ever dealt with pit bulls, on about that breed pit bulls and stuff like that? They always want that champion bloodline from the male. See, the man plant the seed, the woman just broke the seed. That's right. So it's wrong with your father. Read.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18. Bring it out. And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigree after their families by the house of their fathers.
So you are whatever your father.
That's right.
So y'all be considered from the tribe of Judah. charge of your father. You know what I'm saying? All right, what about this sign right here? Do y'all recognize this sign right here? What is that called? Did your people go through that? Did your people go through slavery? Why did your people go into slavery? Did you know?
They said white.
Because of what? White people.
They say it's white too.
Well, y'all never seen somebody that come? So ain't nobody white, right?
Teacher.
Ain't nobody white. So we got to figure out who these people are, right? And we got to figure out why did this happen to us, right? Start back over.
Teacher.
Bring it out.
Bring it out.
Let me show you exactly why this happened to us, kinfolk. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy,
28:16.
chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
See, because us being God's chosen children, then guess what? We got to go through these punishments because we did not want to listen to God.
That's true.
As a punishment, we went through this, right? And a nation of people took everything from us because we didn't want to listen to our God. So as a curse and a punishment, we went through it. We don't finish.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
We didn't want to do no commandments. And see, y'all gotta fight. I'm gonna get y'all to fight if y'all know it. Then you look at those videos, you're gonna start learning God's commandments. But guess what? Not knowing what either knowing and willingly not doing it or not knowing the commandments gonna get you in that situation right there. Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses.
Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? A bad thing, right? So God is saying that all these curses mean a multitude of curses will gonna come upon us. Read.
Shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And it will overtake us.
That's right.
When something overtake you, you don't have no might to do nothing about it. So watch this. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
See, when the scriptures say that the Lord gonna bring us into Egypt, doesn't mean gonna bring us into bondage, slavery. But what were we doing in Egypt? Y'all know the story about Egypt, the Israelites over in Egypt, Pharaoh let my people go. See, we was in slavery over there, right? We was in bondage, right? So the Most High saying that He gonna bring us into slavery again, right? But watch this. Read.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How do we get over here? You see the transportation? We got over here on cargo slave ships, right?
That's right.
Right? All documented right here in the scripture that it will happen. Just like that. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Guess what? Y'all ever been back to y'all homeland? Right? So He said we weren't gonna see it no more, right? Read.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
So when we got here, what happened when we sold down those ships? We sold to who? What people? But what did the scriptures call? Read it again.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Unto who? Unto your enemies, right?
That's right.
A friend wouldn't have done that to another friend, right? So that's the reason we got here. That's how we got here. And now, how do we come out of this? Because if what got us in 28:1. So if what got us here is not keeping the commandments and breaking God's laws, so how are we going to get out of this situation? Watch this. Read.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken
Now, if we must listen
to the voice of the Lord thy God,
this Bible, this is the voice of our Lord right here. Read.
to observe,
To do what?
to observe,
Read.
and to do all his commandments, all his commandments,
Right back to the commandment. We got to do all the commandments. Read.
which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high.
Put us well.
Will set thee on high.
Don't y'all want to be sat on high, man? Don't y'all want to rule and have other nations serving us instead of us having to go to these jobs and serve other nations? How y'all doing, kinfolk? How y'all doing? Y'all got time to get a flyer? All right, man. Y'all be safe out here, kinfolk.
That's right.